Happy stitching, everybody. It is Sunday, December 16th. Hi. So here's what I'm working on this morning. This is Miss Lowly Daggerwing. She is a Mirabilia, a Nor Corbett chart. And so I'm working on her this morning. Watching some TV shows, maybe a little floss tube here in a few minutes. Who knows? I'm pretty good with the flow. So here we are, day 16, and I will check in with y'all in a little bit. Real quick, I need to give y'all an update because I have no idea who my relief is or when they'll be here. My husband's on the phone, so just letting y'all know. Here's where I got to today. I got a ton done, and all of these colors in here, when I finished with them, I'm finished with them. So, it's looking awesome. So, I'm going to pack up, and I will see y'all this evening. Good evening, everybody. December 16th. I'm having a hair day. Like, I don't know that I would call it a good hair day. I wouldn't necessarily call it a bad one. I feel like I've got like an Elvis look going on. Because see, what's happening is it's grown out enough that, I don't know if you can see, it's starting to get its wave in there. So, like, I keep picturing, like, outsiders, the greasers, like, combing their hair and then, like, anyway, my hair is doing something funky and there's not really anything I can do about it right now. I'm thinking before we leave I may need to go get the sides cleaned up because, like, my sideburns just want to stick out like this. And I have this back here that just, I think the sides need to be trimmed up a little bit, and I'm not quite sure about the top yet. Right now I think I'm still growing it out a little, so I don't want it really too much cut off, but we've got to get it doing something other than what it's doing right now. Okay, so I need to turn down that heater. Hold on. Okay. Whew, it's a little warm in here. Not warm outside, but warm in here. Warm enough outside that I don't have the long sleeves on today. So, what are we doing? We're caught up, so I can spin for just one ornament. And then, we will spin for what I'm going to work on tonight. Right now, I can finish everything by the end of the month by just doing one a night, so I'm going to stick with that. But, like, if I don't do any stitching on my days off this week, I may end up having to double up some days just to make sure everything gets a little bit of love before the end of the year, even if it's just a couple hundred stitches. So I'm going to get this spinning, and then I watched a few videos today. Had to watch Coffee Stitcher because it's Sunday. Watched Kyle at Stitching and Sound. He's very excited about getting to go to StitchCon. I'm happy for you. I went last year. I can't go this year, and I'm kind of bummed about it, but, you know, family. Ooh, I've been really wanting to start this one. Winter Blister. So, that's what I'm fixing to start. I will also watch some Caroline at Off the Grid Needle Arts. Watch somebody else that was... This is what I get for, like, watching them periodically throughout the day and then, you know, getting to work and having to remember. But luckily, there's this history button that you can click on, and it tells you. I talked about Letitia yesterday. It keeps trying to play that video again, even though I've watched it. Oh, Drea at Stitching in Shadows, and Tosh the Star-Crossed Stitcher were both ones I watched. While I drove home this morning. I listen to mostly glanced over. I don't like watch YouTube while I'm driving, but I don't watch YouTube when I'm stitching. You know, I glance up every once in a while, and then I go back to what I'm doing. It makes more sense than it sounds like it should make. Okay. I feel like there was something else I want to talk to y'all about. I say this every time. But, oh, look, you can see me back there again. I guess that's it. I'll get to stitching. If I think about it, I'll pop back on and talk to you. And, if not, then I will see you when I'm ready to spin for my project for the night. Yeah. See you shortly. Y'all. I have been slightly distracted, so I'm sure I could have done more in the amount of time that I've been sitting here. But I really like this one. Let me show you what it's going to look like done. So then it'd be a little easier to understand what's already done. So there's Winter Blister. This is in Just Cross Stitch Magazine Christmas Ornaments 2016. It is by Cheryl at Glendon Place. So it's so stinking cute. Oh my goodness. And here's where I got to. So we're starting a piece of the swirl and the snowman's nose. So I will put that away until it gets drawn next year. I don't think I ever explained that. I went back and I decided not to have the ornaments on the list to finish this month because I wanted to touch on everything before the new year. I've already got a game plan for next year, goals. I said that I was going to have a goal for each thing that I'm working on. And I've gotten that mostly done. We're going to discuss that in my 2019 plans in the next couple weeks. But some of them, I'm having a hard time deciding what I want that goal to be until I pull it back out and work on it again. So that's one of the reasons I'm trying to make sure I touch on all of them before the end of 2018. So, and with me adding 20-something new, I really need to, I don't know. Oh, there we go. Okay. I don't know why that started bothering me. It's probably been happening for videos. So that's why I'm trying to get those done by the end of the year, or touched on. Like I said, even if it's just a couple hundred stitches, it gives me a better idea of how long it's going to take to finish it, how much I enjoy working on it. Is it something that I want to push to have done, or something that I'm like, when it gets done, it gets done, that sort of thing. So trying to touch on everything before the end of the year. Which reminds me, we need to spin to see what I am working on tonight. Also, I'm stitching and making lists and notes, and I'm telling you, all of a sudden I became this person who needs to write literally everything down, or else my brain just cannot even handle it. So I hope I took yesterday's. I think I did. So I'm working on some stuff that I'm going to discuss in those videos that I told you about yesterday or this morning. Okay, Fairy Tale Lands 2. I wonder if I can get that page finished tonight. All I have is Beast and Belle and a little bit of stuff around them. So, maybe we'll have that page finished tonight. That may mean I need to edit my plans for next year, though. I gotta look at that. Right, I said that in some form or fashion, there will be 2019 plans, Year of WIP plans, my cross-stitch journal, how it went this last year, what changes I'm going to make for next year, a year in review, finish parade, with parade, all the things, because it is the end of a year and we're starting afresh, and the end of the year is a good time to reflect on what works, what doesn't, and start making plans to try something new. So I'm working on getting those plans ready to discuss with you for the end of the year, because like I said before, it's approaching rapidly. So I'm going to go pull out that project and get back to watching my videos from last year to see, so that we can further compare. Yeah, I'm doing all the things. Excuse me. Before I started watching my video of my journal last year, because I'm trying to figure out, I don't have my journal here with me, the one that I was using for this year, and I'll get into that more during that video. But so I'm watching the video of where it started last year, so that I can make notes on how it's changed and how I'm going to further evolve it. But the first part of last year's video, I will link it below if I can remember. Maybe I need to write that down, so that you, if it's something you're interested in. I went over my journal from 2017, the entire year, so it's like a 2-hour-long video. You may need to fast forward at points. Watching it back, I'm realizing I talked like several minutes about things that who really cares? I mean, yes, it was useful for me, but did you really care about every item I needed to bring on a softball traveling? No, you didn't. You know. So, I talked about the entire year and how it developed throughout the year, because it was my first year doing a journal, and how it led me to understand that it became a stitching journal, more or less. And then, so then that made me focus on creating a stitching journal being the whole point. So, and then it goes over the stitching journal I created, and was getting ready to use in 2019. So then this 2019 or 2018, I will bring the journal. I remember when I make that video to have the journal, show you it, and then we'll discuss whatever my future plans are, which I'm still figuring out. So, I rambled a lot about, again, something that you may not care about. I will link that video below. If you choose to watch it, remember it's 2 hours. You may want to fast forward through certain points. You may want to watch it on 2x speed. But it's just about journaling and how it deals with cross stitch. Okay. So, I'm going to get to doing all that. And I'll check back in with y'all shortly. Good morning, everybody. It's just after midnight. It's no longer the 16th. So, we need to tie up this video and move on to the new one. Okay, so here's where I got. Beast has a lot of hair now. And his coat is completely done. I'm working my way this way. So it's super cute. I'm hoping I can get this page done. I still got like 5 more hours. I would think so, right? That doesn't seem like that much. But I have to stay focused, and I can't do that right now because I'm hungry. So I need to eat first and then get to continuing with it. So I had a moment. Okay, so let's see. I watched somebody before this. No, okay, I was watching my video about my last year video. I think I mentioned that I was watching Half Stitch Cross Stitch earlier. I also watched Cheryl McKinney's Tranquil Stitching, her planner prep. but hers was just for the week. And so anyways, then I started watching Just Keep Stitching, and they pointed out that I sent them a Christmas card because I sent Stephanie a birthday card last year, and I was going to do that this year, but time got away from me and I never did. Sorry. Happy birthday, Stephanie. But I still had their address, so I was like, I'll just add them to my Christmas card list. Well, I didn't put any indicators of who the hell I was. So it literally, like, it has my last name and address on the top corner, and then inside, me, my husband, and my kids signed them, but, I mean, signing's just scribbling, and, yeah, so I was sitting here, and I just got more and more embarrassed the more they talked, and I forgot to do that. So anyway, if you get a card, a Christmas card in the mail, and it's from the James family in McCamey, that would be me, most of the people that I sent them to requested them. Like, I put out a thing in our virtual Stitchers group and said, if you want a Christmas card, message me. But then there was a few people, like, I had their address because we've communicated at some point, like Michelle Garrett or Trisha at 3L Threads, kind of stuff. So if you happen to watch my videos and you've got a random Christmas card, you don't know where the hell it came from, it might have come from me. So, happy Christmas, everybody. Alright, so I think I'm going to eat, try and get this video to upload, because I was able to get yesterday's to upload late, but I got it to do it. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Happy stitching!